Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Ark Fort. I'm Jordan Fontenot, and before I get into my video today, I want to point you guys in the direction of another channel that's been doing something kind of what I've been doing. Actually, it came before me, but I've only recently discovered his channel, and that is Team Atlas Go. If you haven't seen Team Atlas Go yet, you should go check it out. This guy works really hard putting together videos about Pokemon Go and how it connects to Ingress and theories about what the gameplay is going to be like, and he works really hard on his videos. So if you haven't checked out his video, go check it out. I'll leave a link for his channel in my description so that you can go watch a couple of his videos. He's got some really great stuff. If you're interested in Pokemon Go and interested in having that discussion, then go over to his channel and check some of it out. All that aside, I want to talk to you today about the free-to-play nature of Pokemon Go. I hear a lot of people who are talking about what the gameplay is going to be like, theorizing about what it's going to be like, talk about how in-app purchases are going to play a major role in Pokemon Go. I want to tell you that that's not the case. No, I'm not working for Niantic, and I really have no say in how they're going to do things. But I know Niantic, and I know that they don't like to use major in-app purchases. And here's why. In other mobile games that have in-app purchases or ads, it really ruins the gameplay for a lot of players. And so a lot of people back out of those games, especially games with in-app purchases, like major in-app purchases. For example, Clash of Clans has a system that essentially allows players to buy their way to the top. The more money you spend, the faster you upgrade, the better you get. And the game never has a cap limit, like a level cap. So it doesn't matter how much money you spend, you're never actually going to reach the end. So it's just a bottomless pit of spending money. But the problem with that is that it becomes a bidding war. People who start off in the free-to-play game and aren't willing to pay anything drop out when in-app purchases start to become a major part of the game. People who aren't willing to pay more than a few bucks drop out after that, followed by people who are willing to pay hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands. It becomes a bidding war, and the only people playing at some point with any level of interest are people who are only willing to pay a ton of money into playing the game. That's something that Niantic tries to avoid, mostly because it gets rid of a lot of the audience, and it's a terrible business model if you're trying to make a long-term app. Now, if you're just trying to make a few quick bucks off of an app, and you're going to turn around and make another one, great. Pokemon Go has cost $30 million and has taken months and months and months, if not years, to develop. So you know that Pokemon Go is not doing this as a short-term app just to try to make money. It'll be a lot like Ingress in that in-app purchases are not going to make or break the game. The in-app purchases that are currently in Ingress are very slight. They're more for aesthetics and convenience, not for trying to level up faster or trying to give any players an edge over anyone else. For those of us who have played, we know that. Avid players of Ingress know how little those in-app purchases are. Right now, the only major in-app purchases are beacons, which allow people to place icons on the map, which show certain things, like maybe an enlightened symbol or resistance symbol, where someone might want to meet up, or if they're marking a portal to be attacked, things like that. Frackers, which in my opinion are just there to clog your inventory even more than they already are, and key capsules, which are actually useful for something. The in-app purchases in Ingress are not that big of a deal. They're not, like I said, going to make or break the game. So when Pokemon Go says they're going to be free-to-play and this is made by Niantic, I know it's actually going to be free-to-play. This is not talking about some scheme where they try to get you to download the app so that you make in-app purchases and spend all of this money playing and then stop playing the game because you've just run out of money. That's not how Niantic works. The way Niantic works is that they try to get as many players as possible to build this community. And it's going to be a huge community, bigger than Ingress, I'm sure. Between the Nintendo company, Pokemon company, Niantic, anyone who's played Ingress, Pokemon, or any Nintendo game at all is going to want to play this game. You're going to want to download it. You're going to want to check it out. So they have a huge audience to work with. Say they get 30 million players, which is definitely going to happen, okay? We know that they're going to make at least 30,000 downloads. That may be within the first few months. say they have Pokemon Go Plus, which is the added watch type feature, I guess. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's their added piece of gear that you can use. Not really to give you any kind of edge over the game, just more or less one to see other players who are playing the game seriously, but also it keeps you off of your phone and actually allows you to see the world around you while you're playing the game. Say they charge $25 for it and it costs them $3 to make. They've got $22 of profit margin in there for 1 in 22 people if you have 30 million players. So 1 in 22 people buy Pokemon Go Plus with 30 million players, and they've made their money back. And you know it's going to be higher than that. I know I'm going to go buy a Pokemon Go Plus. I know I am. But I just want to assure you that the in-app purchases that they might have with Pokemon Go, and there might be some, are not going to be a big deal, okay? They're not going to make or break the game. You're not going to have to buy all of your own gear. Okay, that's just not the way that this is going to happen. That's not the way that Niantic does things. And honestly, it's just a smart business model. It gets more people buying the app, which gets more people in on whatever YouTube channel they're going to make to put out media. It's going to get them to buy gear that goes along with it, like the Pokemon Go Plus or whatever other merchandise they're going to come up with for that. But just know that this is not going to be one of those schemes that's going to throw in-app purchases at you, that's going to make the highest bidder be the best players. It's not going to work like that. Everyone in Pokemon Go is going to be an equal, and that's the beauty of Niantic. So be assured that if you want to play a free-to-play game, Pokemon Go is going to be exactly that, free to play. Not giving any edge to people who are willing to spend money, not giving any edge to those who maybe want to buy their way to the top. This is truly an equal community, and it's going to be based on your skill, not your wallet. If you have anything to add or take away from that theory, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. If you'd leave that below. If you liked the video, leave a like. And please, if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. I thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.